If your Moffett is a 4-way model, in addition to the pre-shift checks you learned about in the previous section, you will also need to inspect several unique 4-way components. This video segment will supplement the skills that you learned in the first video. The 4-way Moffett has an internal mast carriage sensor which prevents the machine from entering into 4-way mode without the mast carriage fully retracted. Check this sensor for damage, loose electrical connections, or foreign objects which could impede its operation. 4-way Moffetts with a 12-foot mast also have a lift height sensor to restrict the lifting height of the Moffett to 10 feet when it is in 4-way mode. Inspect this sensor and plate for any bends, damage, loose electrical connections, or foreign objects which could impede its operation. Moffett 4-way models are also equipped with load supports on each side of the machine. These must be folded down prior to use when you are operating the Moffett. Each load support should be checked for cracks, bends, excessive wear, and loose or missing parts. Ensure that they can be raised and lowered smoothly and that they lock into place. The front wheels on Moffett 4-way models are equipped with counterweights to compensate for reduced stability when in 4-way mode. Check the weights on both front wheels for damage or loose bolts. The steering components should be visually inspected. During your operational checks, retract the mast and lower the forks. Shut off the engine and exit the operator compartment using the 3-point contact method. Inspect both front steering cylinders for any bends, leaks, or excessive wear. Check hoses for cracks, leaks, or damage. Re-enter the operator compartment using the 3-point contact method. Fasten your safety belt, close your side guard, and start the engine. You will now check the functionality of the 4-way features. To engage the 4-way mode of the Moffett with the forklift running, first retract the mast completely. Ensure that the forks are high enough to clear the front tires. Apply the parking brake. Press the 4-way switch on the dash to engage 4-way mode. Press the red mode button and hold. The rear wheel will turn to a locked position. Continue holding the red button until the front wheels have turned to a 90-degree position, then release the button. Disengage the parking brake using the switch. While the machine is in 4-way mode, the backup alarm will sound continuously. If your Moffett has a 12-foot mast, raise the mast to ensure that the lift height sensor stops the mast from fully raising. Then lower the forks back to approximately frame level. When in 4-way mode, it is important to use extra caution to compensate for reduced stability. Be sure to travel smoothly to avoid abrupt movements. When the directional pedal is pressed forward, the machine will move towards the operator's right. When the pedal is depressed rearward, the Moffett will move towards the operator's left. The steering wheel will move the front tires, allowing the operator to steer the machine while driving laterally. Care should be taken when driving in 4-way mode, and you should return to standard mode as soon as possible. To return the Moffett to standard mode, stop the machine. Apply the parking brake. Press the 4-way switch to disengage 4-way mode. Press and hold the red mode button until the front wheels turn to a straight position. Continue holding the button until the rear wheel has turned to a straight ahead position. The backup alarm should cease sounding once the machine is back in standard mode. Extend the mast fully forward and lower the forks as low as possible. You have now completed the 4-way operational checks.